feed me. They pay me money to do this. It's great. That was Cantate, and as promised, the return of Advanced Vocal Ensemble. We're going to do a little bit of moving things around here because we're going to sing some vocal jazz. So they're going to come on out and help me move the piano. I hope one of them's coming out. Send some piano friends out here too. While they're doing that, I'll draw your attention to two things. You probably noticed there's some kind of mismatched pages in the program there. Those white pages are inserts provided to us from Gilbert Public Schools. The first one talks about this thing. You probably had no idea that it's happening. It's called an election. I'm sure you had no idea that that's happening. And one of the things on your very, very, very long ballot is going to be a approval of the renewal of the override for Gilbert Public Schools. What in the world does that mean? Well, first of all, it does mean that people like me are not going to see it because I live in Mason, so I will not see it even though I teach here and I send my children to Gilbert Public Schools. Unfortunately, you don't get to vote. But all of you who live in Gilbert, as my Gilbert residents, you'll get to do that, and any of your neighbors will get to do that. And basically, it means that we're renewing our current budget that we set in 2019. So it is not an increase of taxes. In fact, if anything, they might go down because property values have gone up. It's not a renewal or an increase of taxes, and if it doesn't pass, it means we have to cut $36 million from our school budget next year. That doesn't sound great to me. So anyways, pass that information along. You can find all the details there in the program. The second one is about making tax credit donations. Corral, they're back there, they're going to be traveling to California later this year, so are you. Many of you are making use of that system, and our travel agent was telling me he works with people all over the country. Arizona is the only state that gets to do this, which I think is great. You can donate money to an extracurricular cause, like going to California on a choir tour, or students getting new uniforms for basketball, anything that's an extracurricular public school cause. You can donate money to that, and you get it back as a dollar-for-dollar tax credit on your taxes. So look into that if you're interested. Anybody who is a state taxpayer in the state of Arizona can do that. Doesn't matter if you live in Gilbert or not, you just have to be a taxpayer. So there's your commercial for you. I hope you enjoy that. Up next, we have some vocal jazz by these amazing humans behind me. And we're going to start with a song called The Way You Look Tonight. The Way You Look Tonight was originally, get this, sung by Fred Astaire. You thought that guy could just dance. He could dance and sing. He sang this in a movie called Swing Time in 1936. It's since then been covered by Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett and Rod Stewart. But tonight, you will get to hear the Nick Baker version of The Way You Look Tonight. Nick is going to sing the solo in the middle of this. And we're joined, yeah, give it up for Nick. He's amazing. We're going to be joined by some friends from Jazz Band. They're up there on the horns, and we've also got bass guitar, and electric guitar, and drums. This is awesome. I have high school musicians backing up our high school jazz choir. I just stand over there and enjoy it. So let's enjoy The Way You Look Tonight. There's something in the water in Gilbert. I don't know. They're just drinking the jazz. We have another piece that is arranged by a jazz arranger. His name is Kerry Marsh, and he loves to take things from the more pop medium and jazzify them. So this is a song that was performed by Jordan Smith. Does that name sound familiar? If you are a fan of The Voice, he was the winner of season 9 of The Voice, and then he released his first album, and this was kind of the big hit from the first album. It's called Stand in the Light. But these awesome people behind me, they don't like to just sing beautiful notes. They like to understand the meaning of the songs that they're singing. It really just kind of, I think it shows when you see them perform, right? They care about what they're singing about. So Mary kind of wrote something beautiful today about what this song is about, and she's going to read it to you, so I'll let her read off that way.
This song is honestly so much deeper than the original surface reveals. The song dives into one of the biggest meanings of life, in my opinion, and that is staying true to who you are. This is who I am inside. This is who I am. I'm not gonna hide. Because the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. The greatest risk we can take is to stay true to ourselves in a world full of judgment, because the only way you can remain happy is if you are honest with yourself. Don't live your life as a lie to fit in with the status quo. Live your life to the fullest because it's the only way you got. The song explores being your authentic true self and living through all your emotions. In the second verse, sung by the girls initially, is encouraged that it's never too late to take your chance, never too late to be happy. Then in the third verse, the boys amplify that even through all the struggle, even through all the heartaches, the challenges, the storm, that you just have to embrace them because it is always better on the other side. Just keep on being authentically you. Quote, the most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering. Ben Okri, a Nigerian British poet. In a world full of judgment, stand in the light and be seen as you are.